Alright, we are working on percent increases and decreases in this chapter. I've got two videos for it. Here's the first one. Find each percent change. So if something went from 25 up to 49, did it increase or decrease? Well, obviously it increased, it got bigger. But how much did it increase by? Did it increase by 10%, 20%, 30%? We actually have a nice little formula to follow. To find the percent change, what you do is you take the amount of the increase or decrease, and you divide it by the original amount. Now that looks kind of wordy. It's actually more simple than it looks. To find the amount of increase or decrease, you just use subtraction. So on this part up here, we just subtract our numbers. That'll tell us how much it went up or down by. So, and I always just take the big number minus the smaller number. So it went from 25 to 49. So let me go ahead and subtract 49 minus 25. But here's what you want to make sure you're paying attention to. You divide by the original amount. So did it start out at 25 or did it start out at 49? Well, if it went from 25 to 49, it started out at 25. So then you do your little math and you do 49 minus 25 and you get 24 over 25. And because this is a percent change, we do want to divide this out in our calculators. We get a decimal, 0.96, but let's go ahead and turn that into a percent. Move your decimal 2 spots to the right, and we have a 96%. Now the one thing I'm going to ask for you on this is it an increase or decrease? I know it's kind of obvious, but you still want to go ahead and put that as part of your answer. Because the numbers got better, this was a 96% increase. Alright, just kind of a side note, let's think about this for a second. We were starting out with 25. If we had a 100% increase, that means that it would increase by another 25, because that's 100% of itself, getting us up to 50. So if you notice, it went from 25 to 49, it increased by almost its entire amount. That's why we have such a big percent as 96. If it goes up or down by only a little bit, then you're going to have a smaller percentage. So that's why that 96% kind of makes sense right there. Alright, so next example, we're going from 50 to 45. So first we subtract on top, find the amount of the increase or decrease, and divide it by the original amount. So did it start out at 50 or did it start out at 45? Well, it went from 50, so there's our starting amount. So 50 minus 45 is 5, divided by 50. We're working on getting this to a percent, so we'll go ahead and divide that. 0.1. And then to get that into a percentage, just move your decimal over twice, fill in any zeros, and we actually get 10%. But again, just 10% isn't the entire answer. You want to say if you had an increase or decrease. Because the numbers went down, 10% decrease. That's how you do percent change.